all the creatures in the sea, they're the ones to inspire the most fear. And no wonder, sharks are the sea's top predators, and when humans enter the water, they become a part of the food chain. People who go cage diving want to see sharks up close and personal. But they don't want to get too close. The 5 by 7 foot steel cages used in cage diving adventures are built to withstand bite forces from the largest sharks, including the legendary great white. But sometimes things don't go as planned. It's July 1999. Shark diver Andre Hartman is preparing to film 2 massive great white sharks. He's an expert shark diver, calm and confident without the protection of a cage. Today, Hartman works with 2 tourists, Lohman and Pieter Boshoff. They've hired Hartman to document their cage diving experience.
A while ago, I had a group of photographers on the boat. They had big strobes and things, and they needed the gap that we had in the cage a little bit bigger. So what we did, there was another band around the cage, and we just cut that off and it made it bigger. I was next to the cage, outside, trying to get a shot of their faces and the shark, but from a different angle. And in other words, putting myself in front of the shark. So what happened is, while I was waiting, the shark came and it grabbed the bait. And as it grabbed the bait, the buoy touched the side of its face, and it turned around, spooked, and ran blindly straight into the cage.
All of a sudden you see this huge head with just teeth, inching its way closer and closer. It was crazy. And then the next thing you know, we're on the bottom of the cage staring up. It's just thrashing back and forth. You can feel the whole cage swaying, the bars bending a little bit. Just surprised it just doesn't break apart. It's hit my wetsuit, I've got my hands on his nose and looking into his mouth. And you just see the meat hanging off the teeth. This can't be happening. Man, this is so surreal. And then next thing I know, boom, he gets close enough and he knocks my regulator out of my mouth. I'm looking up at the shark, no regulator in my mouth, and I realized that sooner or later I was gonna die. I knew it was a decision time. There was no doubt about it. I had to get out of the cage or I'm gonna drown, or the shark's gonna bite me. So I just managed to kind of push him off, and then he turned the right way, I shot out the cage.
As Jerry makes his escape, Peter's still stuck on the bottom, inches away from the panicked shark. Seeing what Jerry's doing, Peter tries the same.
I was just waiting for the opportunity. And when she stopped thrashing around like that, I just had enough and I shot out. I was very scared when she got stuck in there, and when she started coming, and when I had her almost on my stomach, lying on the bottom looking up, I thought to myself, this can't be happening. I was quite amazed that I didn't, at least have 3 or 4 pounds of flesh missing out of my stomach. I'm very lucky. Could have gone horribly wrong.
But now, the shark is in trouble. Great whites, being ram ventilators, need to keep moving to breathe. Without this, the shark will die. Hartman, determined to save its life, will have to risk his own.
After that, we lifted the cage up, tilted it sideways, swam inside. The shark was tired at that time, struggling. And then it came in one window, just lifted his head, out the next window. I just helped the shark out like that. It came up, flew in about 30 seconds.
Andre still takes people cage diving, but this time in safer, stronger cages. Peter has never cage dived since, but he'll never forget the time that he stared down the ocean's most fearsome predator.
The thing that I remember is that eye. I won't forget that eye. That's the blackest eye I've ever seen, and it looks right into you. I won't forget that eye.
I can't believe that I'm still alive today, basically, after that. I had nightmares, reliving this thing over and over again. Just waking up, you're just like, wow. It was a very close call.